period. Ron Francis feeds Lemieux. Behind the defense, he scores 3-0 Pens. 6-0 in the second. Lemieux gets it from Kevin Stevens, scores his second consecutive hat trick. 8-3 Pens in the third. Larry Murphy shoots, and Lemieux is there to put the puck home. 4 goals for Super Mario. The Blues and the Kings. 3-2 Kings in the third. Craig Janney about to face Rob Stauber on the penalty shot, and Janney's shot draws iron. Kings win 3-2.
Not playing the last 2 games. Bob Gainey went with Darcy Wakaluk, but Casey back in the nets for this one here this afternoon. North Stars come in as we look at the officials. Terry Gregson, Dan Shakey, Pierre Shampoo, with an identical record of the St. Louis Blues. One of the... Well, at the side of the net, it was Gallant jamming away at it. He gets it underneath Casey to give the Red Wings a 1-0 lead. A little bit of a technical problem there with the headsets. We apologize, but the Red Wings on the board at 5:08 of the first period, lead it 1-0.
Well, we talked about getting on the board early and getting up and changing game plans. Gerard Gallant, I believe, will get credit for the goal. He just stuffs it underneath John Casey. A second pop at it for Gallant. He's allowed to stand around in front of the net. North Stars not playing the body. And Gallant opens the scoring here. A little over 5 minutes into the hockey game. 8 to the ear for Gerard.
Bouncing puck in on Casey, and he is able to hang on to that. Here by Kennedy. He breaks down with Primo. Primo one-on-one against Barry. He's going to look to cut in. Barry took him down. There's going to be a penalty against the Minnesota defenseman. And again, we see Keith Primo not only utilizing the size, Mick, but he's using the speed, trying to go wide and beat defensemen.
That's what he can do best with that big size of his and speed. He's just beginning, really, I think, to grow into that big size of his. 6'6", 210 pounds, and he's getting much more fluid than he ever was. And he still falls down a lot, Primo. And he's such a big kid for a young kid, just 21 years old. And he's beginning to get a better feel for his overall size. He's made some plays and scored goals and made some plays and set up goals here in the last month that we haven't seen Keith Primo do. Boy, Barry really gets squashed in the boards underneath Big Primo.
So he gets the penalty, Brad Barry, but he gets the worst of the exchange. He was a bit banged up coming in, Brad Barry.
Primo was listed at 6'5" coming into the season. Even all the press books and the note said they were home this summer, his house in Oshawa, and his dad has a marker on the wall. I guess his brother's pretty good size as well, and they were measuring his brother one day, and they're just fooling around, and Primo got underneath. He said, all of a sudden, we realized I'd grown an inch. So he's 6'6" now on skates, about 6'8" or 9. And Barry with the left leg. Can't put any pressure on it, get some help to the dressing room.
Incidentally, Cicerelli and Yzerman each got assists on the goal by Gallant at the 5:08 mark. And Barry goes to Yzerman. Yzerman top of the circle, looking in deep for Cicerelli or cross ice. It gets the chase on, drives the shot, and it deflected just wide of the net. Yzerman top of the circle again, looks across for Coffey, goes in deep for Cicerelli. Back to Yzerman. Yzerman into the circle, dumps it back in deep for Cicerelli. It was deflected by Matt Tkachuk, who gives Cicerelli a going over. The helmet comes off. Dino still working.
Look at him work.
Gets it back to the line for Coffey. He moves it to Yzerman. Yzerman back to Coffey, tees it up, drives a shot, save, rebound. Cicerelli was stopped by Casey.
Broken stick, Matt Tkachuk. Thought they'll clear and get out of trouble.
There you see the North Stars. They are one of the better penalty-killing teams in the league. Cicerelli, pressure there, and it's knocked away by Hatcher back inside the Detroit line. 1:05 left in the penalty to Bradbury. 13:15 left here in the first period. It's a 1-0 Detroit lead. Coffey drives a shot, tough angle. Casey able to cover everything up there, and the North Stars able to clear. Jason back to get it. Stu Gavin right on his tail. Jason rolls it center ice. Yzerman has it. Yzerman into the zone. Goes to Cicerelli off the board. Cicerelli rolls it in deep. North Stars get there first, but it's held in by Chason. Drives a shot, tipped by Ogrodnik, just wide. Boy, Ogrodnik has been getting the stick on most of those shots coming through.
You know what happens there, of course, you get more ice time, more playing time. You get more familiar with everything, and the eye-hand coordination coming back for John Ogrodnik. That's what that play is all about.
Our Stars able to clear it here with 12 seconds left in the penalty to Bradbury. Wings have the only goal. Gerard Gallant. Enrico Ciccone, number 39. He had a battle with Primo the other night in Detroit. A tough guy out of the International Hockey League. Here is Primo. He's got Shepard up the right side. A collision with O'Donnell. Ciccone flips it ahead. Knocked down by Lidstrom. Got it to the line, but not out. Here's a chance. Gagne wanted to slide it across. It was blocked by McCrimmon. Now they get it loose out in front. A bouncing puck, and Primo able to get it to Sergei Fedorov. Fedorov into the zone. Gets it to Shepard. Shepard fakes the shot. Bumped by Hatcher. Gagne able to clear it ahead for the speedy Russ Courtnall. 3 Red Wings are back, though. Courtnall got it behind the net. They stuff it out in front. Blocked by Dallas Drake. Fedorov could break here with Shepard. Fedorov into the zone. Pass gets to Shepard. Save, rebound, score!
Macro. Bang, bang play. Shepard hit the goal post, but Fedorov kept going. And there's a perfect example, Dave, of being able to finish and capitalize on your opportunities. Bing, bing, and it's over. North Stars down at the other end just seconds ago. And Ray Shepard didn't realize right here until he turned his head and saw they had a full-blown 2-on-1. He took off. Fedorov made a great play over there. There's the backhander off the goalpost, and Fedorov with the defenseman down in between him. Once he went down, boy, you can't afford to do that. And Fedorov just picks up the loose puck on the outside of the crease, and bang, it's 2-0. Fedorov's 31st of the year. And Shepard will get 1 assist. We'll have to wait and see if there's a second one.
.25 remaining in the first. Wings lead it 2-0. Just what the North Stars didn't want was to have to battle from behind the way they like to shut it down. Robert getting it loose, tried to go to Primo. Pass was blocked. This is Jim Johnson. Cross ice for Matvichuk. Up the boards and cleared to center ice. Now here's Churla. Drives a shot in the glove. A Chevrolet play had been ruled on. Drives a shot. Casey made the save. Here's Yzerman again. Tried to dump it in front for Gallant, but it was just out in front of him. North Stars able to clear. Gavin had it knocked off his stick. Here's Paul Coffey. Long pass center ice for Cicerelli. Picked up by Yzerman. Yzerman against the defenseman Barry. It rolls off his stick. Now here comes Gallant out to the line for Coffey. Coffey drives a shot, tipped by Cicerelli. Casey made the save. And it's Johnson rather than Barry that's out there. Of course, Barry went off hurt early in the hockey game. Now Chevrolet fanned on it as he tried to clear it. North Stars looked to dump it in front, but the Red Wings positioned well defensively. And Gallant rolls it cross ice back into the Minnesota zone. Osiki, number 23, back on the ice again. Dumps it into the Detroit zone. Brad McCrimmon looks one way, decides to carry it the other way, and goes to Dallas Drake. Drake flips it ahead center ice. Out of the reach of Fedorov. Osiki goes to Ciccone. His pass was blocked right in front of him. Ciccone gets it back. Now center ice, it deflects, knocked down by Everseen with a glove. Now Osiki a third time. Gets it into the Detroit zone, but again the Wings recover. McCrimmon goes up the boards. That hit the skate of Mike McPhee.
Penalty, Yzerman. He closed his arm on the Minnesota player's stick and held it. It's the same thing as holding the stick with your hand. And I believe Terry Gregson caught him as the boys mill around down in the corner. Yzerman hit as the whistle went. But I think he's going to go for holding here at 10:37 of the first period. And the Wings holding a 2-0 lead.
No, Yzerman going to the box at the 10:37 mark.
Watch, he's got the right arm closed on the stick of Mike McPhee. He gets hit here as he touches it up by Dahlin. That caused a little conflict.
Just a stick on it. Here's Matvichuk with an opportunity. Stop. Shane Churla wheels and fires. It's deflected wide. Konstantinov has the stick back. Here's a tip by Krop. Konstantinov puts that up in the corner.
Oh boy.
Short-handed goal makes it 3-0.
Oh boy. Last man in the zone, boy. And Matvichuk just got a lesson there. You never, ever try to be fancy. Whether you're short-handed on the power play, whatever it is, even strength. Move the puck away. He just kind of mishandled it there. and too nonchalant. Drake just came and picked his pocket right between and underneath the pads. And John Casey, 3-0. Short-handed for Dallas Drake. Number 15 on the year for him. Dallas Drake, last night he and Jim Hiller went to downtown Minneapolis to watch our former team, Northern Michigan, get beat by the Minnesota Golden Gophers for the WCHA championship, I believe.
Modano drives a shot. Good stop there by Chevrolet. Still 45 seconds left in the Eisenbar penalty. Red Wings have really picked it up as far as scoring the shorthanded goal line in the playoffs. Here's a chance for Koigel. He scores. He came out on the far side and stepped one through Chevrolet. It'll be a power play goal. And the North Star fans have something to cheer about.
Wings fans have seen Russ Courtnall score lots of goals, mainly in a Toronto Maple Leaf uniform. Right between the pads of Tim Chevrolet, it looks like. Here's another look at it. Yeah. Rolling puck. Right between the pads, 3-1. Courtnall's 29th of the year.
Lead pass for Cicerelli. Top of the circle. Rips a shot, save made on the rebound. Off the skate of Sean Burr, and Ogrodnik takes a hard hit from Trent Platt, but bounces off of that. Now Jim Johnson, number 6 for the North Stars, reverses it back up the boards. Platt able to get it loose for Stu Gavin. Drives one in from center ice. Chevrolet stops that one. Lidstrom now rolls it back. Chevrolet went back right into Trent Platt. Platt trying to dump it out in front of an open net. Chevrolet is back now. Shepard knew he was going to get hit, but he moves the puck to Burr. Now to Ogrodnik. Gives it off to Coffey. Coffey into the zone. Tried to go to Shepard, cutting for the net. Knocked down by Johnson. He clears it ahead into the Red Wing zone. Both teams looking to make some changes. Under 7 minutes to go here. In the first period, Red Wings with a 3-1 lead.
Big Churla on the ice. You got to keep your head up when he's out there. Probert's head-to-head against him, though. That should nullify 27 and White. He runs at Coffey. Probert runs at Gagne.
Here's Duchesne. Centering pass intercepted by Probert. Probert skates it back center ice. Dumps it in behind Casey. Casey rolls it up the boards. Duchesne lost it there. Here's McCrimmon sending it back in deep. Casey out of the net. Now Hatcher
again. Penalty coming up here
against the North Stars.
Chevrolet to the bench for a 6th skater.
Here's McCrimmon. He rolls it back to the corner. North Stars will touch. And we'll get the call of the penalty is. The Wings will go on the power.
They're 0 for 1 with a couple of shots. One good scoring chance by Cicerelli.
Cicerelli in behind the Minnesota goal. Had it knocked away by Ciccone. Taken though now by Yzerman in the corner. Out to Coffey at the point. He goes back. Yzerman top of the circle. Back to Coffey. Drives a shot. Tipped right through. Save. Another pop at it. And Casey stopping Cicerelli. Ogrodnik with an opportunity now. And Casey covers that up as the Red Wings do everything but put it in the net.
Well, I was talking to Dino again before the game here today about that power play.
Cicerelli behind the net. They go back to Yzerman on the far side. Now to Chason. Chason drives a shot. Tipped in front. Cicerelli tied up by Hatcher. Now Ogrodnik gets it loose for Yzerman. Out to the left point for Coffey. Coffey makes a move on Modano. Takes it in deep. Rolls it back to Yzerman. Yzerman drives a shot. Tip save. Rebound is stopped as well. They still dig at it. Now we get the tempers flaring.
It was Johnny O on another deflection. Boy, that was a great scoring chance. Yzerman blasted it from the top of the circle. Casey's still down. Is he hurt? Face right on the ice. I don't think so.
Probably just looking for a break.
Yeah. But Ogrodnik got the deflection. And maybe that shot that stung Casey, if he's shaken up at all. Ball Coffey back to the point where Yzerman had dropped back to cover for Coffey going deep. Watch the deflection right there. Off the stick of Johnny O. I know what happened. It got him right above the goalie pad on the exposed part of the leg. Goaltenders will wear a little pad up there. If you start moving around, that equipment shifts on you, boy, and you get that right off the top of the kneecap. That don't tickle, that's for sure. But you want to be a goalie. That's just part of the game.
Lidstrom goes to Shepard. Still 50 seconds left of the Gagne penalty. Lidstrom drives a shot, tipped again, this time by Primo and just wide. Now Primo in deep against Osiki. Up the boards. Shepard got a stick on it. Now Shepard recovers in the corner. Digs it out along the boards. Cross ice pass for Racine. Gives it off now to Lidstrom. Back to Racine at the right point. Fakes the shot. Goes back to Lidstrom. In deep now for Shepard. Shepard back to the line. Lidstrom shot just wide of the net. Here's Racine again. 20 seconds left in the penalty. Across ice for Shepard, who taps it home
what a play.
to make it 4-1.
Steve Racine made an excellent play with the head up. Casey has absolutely no chance on this play again, as Shepard's not going to make many mistakes around the net. The Red Wings just continue to show why they're leading the National Hockey League in goals scored, setting records now. Every goal they score, team records that is, for the most goals in a season. What a heads-up play by number 33, Yves Racine. Spots Shepard. Of course, right-hand shot on the left side. It's right on his forehand. Tape to tape.
Casey steers it aside. Primo trying to show Dean. Now Bird tried to roll it back center ice for chase down, but it's picked up by Gagne. Gagne goes to O'Donnell. Konstantinov got it loose. Bird plays it up the board. Chodin held it in. Chodin shot got through. Save made Chevelday. Here's O'Donnell with a chance. Chevelday stopped it. It's still loose in the crease. Wings clear it. Back to the left point, Modano. Minute 25 left in the penalty to Coffey. Now Chodin trying to lob it in front. It's batted out of the air by Konstantinov and over the glass. On the boards below us, so we can't see. And it is Sergei Fedorov. We get a low-angle look. Looking out in front for either Cicerelli or Gallant. 3 Red Wings are caught, and the North Stars come back 3-on-2. Matvichuk roughing up Konstantinov and getting away with it. Both helmets come off.
He's hurt. Matvichuk hurt himself. He slammed into that petition. He delivered a blow as he got hit from Konstantinov.
Yzerman got away from Cicconi's attempted check. Yzerman gets the puck from Lidstrom. Tried to throw it across the zone to hit an open teammate. Yzerman holds it in. Cicerelli centering pass didn't get through.
Chevelay's got both helmets that came off, corralled and back into his net back at the other end.
Yzerman working his magic, rolls it across. It's tipped away. And Gagne to prop up the right wing side. Coffey giving chase against Courtnall. Drop pass for Hatcher. Hatcher drives a shot. Chevelday save. Rebound. Stopped by the Red Wing goaltender, and he hangs on.
That's a good chance for the North Stars right there. Kind of opened up a little bit. They had a 3-on-2 the last time when Matvichuk got nailed at the North Star bench, but he took too long to get it up ice and take advantage of it. Back live to the Met Center. There's Modano being held slightly by Burr, and Gregson makes the call. Hooking, he called it, I believe. And still a minute 35 left of the Probert penalty. Minnesota has called their timeout, the only one they get during the hockey game.
Well, it's early in the second period, Mick, but of course, if Minnesota can score, while the Probert penalty is still in progress, he's the only one that comes out. Then they have an opportunity to work on the single penalty to Burr. They want to at least get 1 goal here. If they come out of this still trailing by 3, they know it's a long, long way back.
Yzerman, Chason, and Fedorov will defend.
Chodin works it along the boards to Courtnall. Back to Chodin. Cross-ice pass one time, just wide of the net by Modano. He's the big gun that they're going to try to set up. Chodin works it in deep. Courtnall centers, and a good play by Yzerman.
And the Red Wings will
be able to do with a 2-man advantage. Gagne works it in front, and Courtnall scores. That's the high percentage opportunity they were looking for, and it makes it 4-2 Detroit.
Well, they do capitalize while Probert's penalty is still on the board. See, Fedorov the point man here, and Yzerman is out in front of Shep
by Casey. Konstantinov pinched in, but Trent Platt got there, and Platt just able to clear the zone. Probert drives it right back in. Nice setup by Primo. Good shot by Kennedy. Good stop by Casey, and Casey pass to Drake, and it was just up in the air. McBee fails to clear. It comes to Lidstrom. He snaps a shot. Casey hangs on and doesn't give up a rebound.
Nice give and go.
Back to Switzerland. Gagne rolls it back behind Chevelday up the boards. It's picked up by Yzerman. Yzerman Got the North Star defense backing up late. And coming, Coffey drives a shot and just missed it. They've been looking to set up one of his teammates tied up by Shodin. Big bang in front of the Detroit bench. Casey out of the net to play it around the board. Red Wings making some changes. Modano for the North Star center ice. Off the stick of Probert. Churla runs into him. Then Churla falls down behind the play. Back to center ice. Churla bumps it ahead. It's taken by Chason. He goes to Constantina. Now Chason's got some room to move. Drives it in from center ice, looking to lead Kennedy, who gets there with his speed. Kennedy behind the net for Primo. Primo tried to go back to Kennedy, intercepted by Hatcher. Hatcher starts it back. Red Wings with a 4-2 lead. 7:25 left in the second period. Courtnall has Bobby Smith alone in front. And Chevelday steered it aside. Wraparound opportunity here. And Chevelday keeps it out as we get a drive the shot. He scores! Boy, what a bullet drive. Chason found the perfect spot. And a power play goal again. And that'll kill some of that Minnesota momentum. It's back to a 3-goal advantage for Detroit.
That puck strangely came off, I think, the top of the goalpost of the crossbar. Chason with the wind-up couldn't do that, so he just took a wrist shot. And you know what? That may have been deflected by John Ogrodnik. Take a look right here. Hard to tell on that replay. It seemed to hit the post and maybe Casey and go back into the net. We'll wait for the announcement, but Ogrodnik
for the net. Casey kicks it all the way out to center ice. And McCrimmon drives it right back in. So Yzerman with his second assist, second point of the hockey game. Still has an outside chance of the scoring title. Here's Cicerelli. Shodin for the North Star stepped in front of him, able to clear the zone. Lance backhand pass, knocked down. Hatcher sends it into the zone for Ulf Dahlen. McCrimmon ties him up. Now Yzerman trying to dig it loose from Dahlen and McCrimmon. Gets it to Racine. And now Gallant played it off the board. North Stars hold it in. Modano's wrist shot blocked by Racine, and Gallant now will clear the zone. Center ice, Yzerman has it there. 3 North Stars back. Yzerman just dumps it in behind Casey. Around the boards, and look at that. Courtnall go. He will not be icing because he gets there, but nobody else in a white jersey to receive the pass. So all that hustle for naught. Primo into the zone. Drop pass for Kennedy. Kennedy snaps a shot and scores!
Oh, baby.
Sheldon Kennedy.
What a bullet drive.
Makes it 6-2.
That shot when the net reminds you of anything? Holy smoke.
That little contest you guys were holding the other day on the ice.
Oh, my goodness. Did he ever rip that thing right into the top corner? That left that stick like it was fired out of a howitzer. Look at Probert causing problems going to the net. Kennedy he's got the time to tee it up, and bingo. He drills it right next to the left arm of John Casey. Primo, good play again. And that had some steam on it when it went into the net. 16th, I believe, for Kennedy. 17th, pardon me. We were talking, he and I, about that aluminum stick. He's only been using it a short time. He had 2 of them snap on him yesterday.
Makes the save. Lidstrom works it up the boards. Kennedy sends it back. Prop tried to center. Coffey blocked it. Ryan Murray rewarding the Primo Probert Kennedy line for that goal. Keeping him out there. Now Prop into the zone. Probert working to get back to break it up. Puck is poked to the line. Comes outside the zone. Ciccone backhands it in behind Chevelday. 3:20 left in the second period. That bounces off of Probert center ice. Osiki plays it back to the Detroit line. Lidstrom to Coffey, back to Nick Lidstrom. Lidstrom around the boards. Churla unable to hold it in. North Stars dump it to the right of Chevelday. Constantina. Now Coffey. And the puck rolls to the side of the net. Chevelday covers it up. Jason wanted to send it across for Shepard. It was broken up. Kerr over to help out. Dumps it right back into the Minnesota zone. Casey, the goaltender, clears it himself for Churla, who goes cross ice, and Fedorov has it there. Fedorov into the zone. Snaps a shot that's blocked. Casey the save. Covered up, but it was knocked loose by Dallas Drake. North Stars recover. Platt works it into the zone. Eisenbart didn't see it in his feet. Now he drops it back. 3 Brasine. Ciccone run at by Drake in front of the Red Wing bench.
Take a look at the number.
Better off ahead for Drake. Into the zone with Eisenbart. Drake couldn't handle it cleanly. Dumps it back behind the Minnesota goal. Now Prop plays it ahead for Gagne. Chodin, who's deep in the zone. The defenseman comes out to Jim Johnson. His shot steered aside by Chevalier. Modano had it knocked off of his stick. Back up the boards. Johnson goes back in deep for Ulf Dahlen. Lidstrom tying him up. Gregson can see the puck. He's not going to blow the whistle. Now Modano trying to come out with it. Back to the line. Chodin shot steered aside by Chevalier, who kicked it high off the glass. And now Yzerman starts a 4-man rush the other way as Coffey comes into the play. Coffey looks for Gallant. It went right through on Casey, who had to make the save. Now Coffey again, cross ice looking for Gallant. It's tipped by the Minnesota defense and over deflected by McCrimmon. Now Duchesne sends it back behind the net. Gagne couldn't control it. McCrimmon tried to drop it back. Now Duchesne centering pass deflects out along the boards. Eisenbart able to clear it for Drake. He gives it off to Fedorov. Fedorov one-on-one against Osiki, trying to work his way in. Osiki took him wide of the puck. Rolled in deep. Hatcher able to clear it up the boards for Duchesne. Back for Hatcher. Center ice, Fedorov. Or rather, Konstantinov got a stick on it. Couldn't control it. Here's Trent Platt with a chance. Chevalier the save. Now Bobby Smith, number 18 for the North Stars. Goes back to the line. Chodin trying to get around Kennedy. Works it to the corner for Trent Platt. Platt bangs it off the boards. Back to the line. Smith tees it up. That hit Chason. He is stunned.
Bobby Smith from the point. I think it got Chason on the ankle. We've seen more and more guys get hit on the feet, ankles, and instep. Boy, oh boy. His right foot.
That's the one he has had so much trouble with during his career. Broke it a couple of times.
Watch Chason. He's got the Minnesota boy. Got him in the back of the foot, I think. It looks like the side of the back. He was trying to tie up Dahlen in front of the net, and Smith let it go from the point. .13.5 remaining in the third period. Red Wings in command, leading 6-2. Dave Strader along with Mickey Redmond here on Fox 50 on a Sunday afternoon as the Red Wings up well, but a penalty coming. And it may be against Lidstrom for the hook. Delayed call out to Chodin. Drives a shot. Chevalier the save. No whistle on the save. And now the Red Wings touch up. Modano stuffed it into the net well after the whistle. And Gagne. I'm surprised, really, that this game hasn't been chippier than it was on Thursday night. I don't know what precipitated that, but we really haven't seen a lot of that. It's just as well, basically. Especially with the Wings jumping out to the 6-2 lead after 40 minutes of play. So, Minnesota goes to the power play.
Well, I'm not sure. It looks like
coincidental minors here.
Yeah.
Gagne may have gotten one later on.
That's exactly what it was.
Okay. And something else coming. Gagne may get more. As Gregson goes back to the box.
Now the original penalty is on Lidstrom. You can see the arm up there by Gregson on the delayed call. So a little frustration on the part of Dave Gagne.
Number 5, Nicholas Lidstrom, a minor penalty for hooking. On the North Stars, number 15, Dave Gagne.
Modano cutting on the outside.
The pass. Stop made by Casey. Shepard back to the line. Coffey gives it back to Shepard. Shepard between the circles goes out to Brasine. He sends it toward the net. Chodin had Yzerman tied up.
Like a power play, and it's 4-on-4.
Yzerman knocked down, but bounces right back up. Now here's Brasine. He'll play it back to Shepard. He's got Coffey open on the near side here. The pass was blocked by Johnson, who then could have had Courtnall, but couldn't control it. A couple of things almost happened there on the 4-on-4. Here comes Courtnall now. 2 Red Wings are back. Courtnall's shot blocked by Coffey to the corner. 45 seconds left in the coincidental minors. Fedorov with a steal. One man to beat is Hatcher. Drop pass for Eisenbart, and he lifted it over the top of the net.
Great play by Fedorov. Could have shot it, but very unselfish.
Eisenbart tried to get it to Fedorov. Now Konstantinov came in for the point. He gets to the loose puck. Drops it back for Eisenbart. Eisenbart in front. An opportunity for Fedorov was stopped, and now Modano. Poked away by Konstantinov, who gets it back from Fedorov. Konstantinov drives a shot. Casey saw it all the way. Casey plays it up the boards, but didn't get enough on it. Recovered, though, by Darian Hatcher. Out of the box comes Gagne and Lidstrom. They approach the halfway mark of this third period. Dino Cicerelli into the zone, drives a shot right through on Casey. Cicerelli using the defenseman Johnson as a screen. Now Eiserman to the corner. Indeed, Cicerelli right out in front, and he fired it just wide. He got himself loose for a great scoring chance. Now Duchesne across for Gagne. With Churla into the zone. 3 Red Wings are back. The shot stopped by Chevrolet. Churla took a stick there from Chason.
He's back out there, so he's all right.
The chance up high. Went over the top of Chevrolet's head and over the net.
Brad McCrimmon just making sure of the whistle there. He's played 2
for the North Star. Chevrolet the save. Modano finally did get a shot away as the puck was just out too far for him to get any leverage. And Keith Primo says, I've had enough of this. Ice to Shepard cutting in. Poke check there. Modano lost it to Burr. Burr trying to get loose to get a shot away. Penalty coming against the North Stars. It'll be a holding call against Matt Tkachuk and a power play Detroit when we come back. A shot, Casey way out. The puck just wide. That was him control the puck. He wanted to go to Dallas Drake. Now Drake trying to elude 2 Minnesota defenders. Gets it to Eisenbart. Up the boards for Fedorov. Rolls it back for Coffey. Tees it up for a shot. Tipped over the top of the net. Hits high off the glass. North Stars able to clear.
Fedorov that play. Waited for Hatcher to make a move with the stick out front, and there's no question that he's got him beat the outside.
Kennedy working it along the boards, but it's not. They try to go to Modano. It was broken up by Lidstrom.
Keep going, move, keep going. Middle.
Mike Modano. Center ice. Picked up by Courtnall. Russ Courtnall weaves his way into the Red Wing zone. Drops it on the left wing board for Duchesne. His centering pass deflected behind the net. Konstantinov comes up with it. Up the left wing side, Probert will drive it from center ice into the glove of John Casey. Ryan Propp. North Stars hoping his experience will pay off in the final stretch drive. Shepard's pass intended for Johnny O was blocked by Courtnall right in front of the Red Wing bench. Now Berg kicks it loose. Chases it down. In the Detroit zone. Less than a minute remaining in this one. Pass deflected by Gagne, but he couldn't control it. Now he gets it. Moves it in deep for Propp. Propp cross-ice pass, and Courtnall missed the one-timer. Had a chance for the hat trick. McCrimmon slides it ahead for Sean Burr. Burr to center ice will just lift it into the North Star zone. Casey out of the net, backhands it for Courtnall. Courtnall out to center ice. Gavin didn't want to touch it. Would have been a 2-line pass back the other way. Courtnall lost it to Ogrodnik. Shodin for the North Stars. Poked away by Coffey. Hatcher plays it ahead. Eiserman spun around by Gavin. Lead pass there for Courtnall off of his stick, and that's going to do it. The Red Wings make it 2 in a row on this road trip. And
all of our dreams would come true, and our world would be right. Love comes over me and you.
But I just hope to play well and play consistently well.
I probably never in my life to plan it in the future, how many goals or how many points I can get. I just want to do my best I think we can challenge for first overall, and you know that should be a goal for our hockey team.
Putting on this jersey and being in Detroit with all the tradition here, and having the team that we do have this year, you know, the potential is definitely here. That we can go a long, long way and win a Stanley Cup here.
It's been tough, but it's been a lot of fun too. You know, I've learned a lot, and I'm learning more every day, and hopefully I can just keep improving.
I have, you know, my own personal goals, but I guess my first main objective is to stay here the whole year.
So, I mean, there's some real good talent here, and I expect to fit in as being part of the team.
You know, the best thing is probably, like I said, take it one day at a time, and try not to look too far ahead, and you know, try to stay on an even keel.
It's not that I, you know, have to go out there and fight. It's just that I got to be physical, and you know, that gets me in the game.
Like I said, I mean, I know it's the old cliche, but really I am just taking it one day at a time, see what happens. And
you know, everybody tries hard every night, and some night it works, and some night it others. It doesn't.
I think we still can work harder, and we can do some things better. But no, I definitely enjoy playing with each other. And
I think there's been a few surprises, and I think everybody's worked pretty hard, and we played pretty well.
And maybe it's just difficult to do that over the course of a long season, but it's something that we really have to focus on. That should be our main priority right now, is really playing hard and playing inspired.
Goes out to the line for Coffey. Coffey tries a shot. Deflected. 14 seconds left of the penalty. Comes to Coffey. Shot. Score! Keith Primo! There. Lafontaine knocks it away. Here's Himmelen with a chance and a glove save. To the near side for Eisebart. Eisebart looking to cut in. Circles the net. Scores!
Look out, baby. Robert's got the right hand loose, and Berube is helping.
Near the line, 45 seconds of a two-man advantage. Eiserman cross ice. How score!
Love comes over you. Love comes over you. Love comes over.
Cross ice for Eiserman. Eiserman makes the move on Hansen. Shot. 50 right there.
Well, just a little review.
Last-minute deals were consummated. None of the blockbuster variety. But one of those teams that was active in the trade market, the Smythe Division leading Vancouver Canucks. They traded with the Hartford Whalers on Monday. Vancouver gets forward Murray Craven out of Hartford. He had 25 goals, 42 assists. Hartford gets left winger Robert Cron, 10 goals, 11 assists in 32 games, plus a draft pick and considerations. Equal value? I don't know. On the ice, the Canucks hosting St. Louis on Monday night. Pavel Bure was playing. And Brett Hull was not. He had an injured wrist, missed his first game of the year. Nelson Emerson misses from long distance, but Kevin Miller puts in the rebound. His 20th, 1-0 St. Louis. The Blues goalie Curtis Joseph was the difference here, making 2 of his 35 saves on Cliff Ronning. Third period, the Blues leading 2-1. Pavel Bure on the breakaway for Vancouver. A frightening sight. Surly's going to tie the game, but no. Joseph is there with a glove save. The Blues get another goal from, of all people, Basil McRae, and they win the game by a score of 4-1. Canucks lose their 4th in a row. In those 4 games, the Vancouver Canucks have scored a total of 7 goals. St. Louis is now in 4th spot by themselves in the North. What about Pavel Bure? Left wing Bob Erie from the Pittsburgh Penguins to Pittsburgh. Solid defense. Mike Ramsey, one of the members of the U.S. Miracle on Ice team from 1980. Remember in the Olympics? The Sabres, meanwhile, locked into 4th place in the Adams. We're in Montreal Monday night. It was not a good night for All-Star Patrick Waugh. First period, his efforts were futile. Tied at 1, Yuri Himmelev's shot. Waugh the save. Randy Wood the shot. Waugh save. Bob Sweeney the shot score.
Buffalo coach John Muckler led 2-1. He knew he needed more. So Gilbert Dion obliges as he gives it to the Buffalo man at the point. The man at the point was Randy Moeller. It made it 5-1 Buffalo, and that was all for a while. Gave up 5 goals in 31 minutes, all even strength. Alexander Mogilny without a stick, still kicking it to Bob Sweeney, who gets to Pat LaFontaine, who scores against Andre Rasico. And LaFontaine, 1 goal, 2 assists. Mogilny, 3 assists. Buffalo smashes Montreal by a score of 8-3. The Sabres unbeaten in their last 6 road games. Unfortunately, they'll be home against Boston on Wednesday. Hartford Whalers also active in the trade market with Detroit on Monday. Hartford gets a 6th-round 1993 draft pick. You say, so what? So do I. Detroit gets a defenseman, Steve Conroy. On the ice, Hartford was in Boston Monday. The Whalers and the Bruins, a busy night for goaltender Mario Gosselin. Hartford, he faced 50 shots. Gosselin with the save on Ray Bohr. Then Gosselin faced 22 shots in the first period alone, stops Adam Oates. And then Mario Gosselin stops Steve Leach. Whalers led 3-2 going into the third, but the Bruins rally. Wesley tips in a power play goal. Glenn Wesley ties it at 3. Seconds later, Boston's Peter Duras puts up the Bruins by 1, 4-3. And in 1.5 minute span, 3 goals. Dave Reed gets a pass from Duras, his 20th of the season. Tough night for Mario Gosselin, who played great. Hartford got a late goal to make it close. The Bruins with the win, just 1 point behind Quebec and 5 behind Montreal in the Adams division. The Rangers also are in a trading move on Monday. The Rangers get center John McIntyre from the L.A. Kings. They send Mark Hardy back to L.A., plus a 5th-round pick. That one now belongs to Ottawa. More importantly for the Rangers, what should have been an easy 2 points in Ottawa. First period, Ranger defenseman Joe Cirella has the puck. Watch as he shoots Tony Amonte with a perfect screen in front on Peter Sidorkiewicz. 1-0 New York. Second period, 3-1 Rangers. Here come the Senators. Jamie Baker skates up the middle, totally unchecked, and scores. Senators trail by 1. Less than 2 minutes later, Norm McIver drops the puck for Sylvain Turgeon. Look at the defense back into their own goal. What is this? Ron Smith wants to know. Third period, Tony Amonte to Ed Olczyk. They got him for this reason. He can snipe it, and he picks out the far side. The Rangers go on to win it 5-4. Oh, by the way, Mike Gartner had 2 goals, number 40 and 41. Rangers were outshot, but they vault over the Devils into 3rd place in the Patriot Division. 1 point ahead of New Jersey, 3 ahead of the Idle Islanders. Now look at the rest of the trading action around the NHL. Craig Muni goes from Edmonton to Chicago. He will help them. He's a rugged defenseman. Mike Hudson goes to the Oilers. Elsewhere, goalies involved. Rick Tabaracci goes from Winnipeg to the Capitals.
He steers aside. Everseen. Checked on the boards by Flatley. Mark Howe now will play it around the boards. O'Grodnick bumped there by Bollock. John Burr able to dig it loose. Sends it back into the Islander zone. Fitzpatrick coming out to one-handed away from Ray Shepard. 3 minutes gone by in the first period. No score. This is Scott LaChance, number 7 for the Islanders. Great-looking young rookie on the Islander blue line. Now the pass, well, tries to go to Cicerelli, who's taken down. There's going to be a penalty, delayed call. Coming on the play, they get it in deep now for Cicerelli. For Yzerman behind the net. Yzerman fights off a check, gets it to Chason, drives a shot, tipped just wide of the Islander goal. And Flatley will shot that was deflected wide of the Detroit goal. Shot now, Yzerman to Coffey, hit shot stopped by Fitzgerald. And the Islanders able to clear to center ice. Flatley. They have been deflected in front, and Fitzpatrick is arguing.
The chase-on was in the crease. He was screened, Fitzpatrick. He did not see the shot. I believe Drake will get credit for the goal. And Chase-on may have had 1 foot in the crease. Let's have a look. There's the deflected puck. He had 1 for sure. He was delivering a check against an Islander player. And Fitzpatrick never saw the puck at all. There was a slight argument from him.
Better on. Here's a chance for Drake and Fitzpatrick.
Good chance.
Has to make a good stop there. Better off getting back to get a piece of Thomas. Chase on to Eisenbart.
There they go again.
Now Dallas Drake into the zone. Looking to go wide on Kasparaitis. Tipped away. Picked up by Fedorov. Fedorov back to center. Deflected by Turgeon. And almost right into his own net. Back come the Islanders. Red Wings looking to hustle to get back though to even things up. They get it to Derek King. His shot just wide of the net. Now Turgeon wanted to go to Steve Thomas.
Holy smoke.
Gerard Gallant.
I believe Fitzpatrick, Dave, got a piece of this. Gallant just with a bullet drive. It hit something right around the goaltender and then hit the pipe. You could hear the clank all the way upstairs. Cicerelli, the drop pass, he goes for the interference, and that hit Fitzpatrick on the blocker, just at the top of the blocking glove. but it had so much on it, it just powered its way through the top of the glove and over top and into the net. Hit the back bar for the clank. 2-0 Detroit. Gallant gets his 9th.
Burr, good defensive position there by Burr, and it was Ferraro that got the slash on Sean Burr.
Here's that one all the way upstairs.
Look out, go up the middle. Pollock with a steal and a shot save. Rebound Ferraro again. It was Burr. Was stopped by Fitzpatrick. Now Pollock going back behind his own net. Pollock has a great scoring chance down at the other end. Now Flatley. Puck in his feet, able to recover to dump it to the right of Shovel. And the whistle should have blown there as Fedorov played the puck, but they didn't see it. Now here's Turgeon rolling it out in front. Thomas with a chance, and he scores! Boy, I can't believe Hogarth missed Fedorov playing that puck.
He played it all right, although I don't, he probably saw him bang it out of the air, but said he didn't have control, and that's usually what they look for. But Stevie Thomas, there was 2 Islanders out in front with a goaltender on the bench. Thomas makes the play and then goes to the front of the net.
Drops it back to the late man, Baskey. He got by Kennedy. Baskey tried to stuff it in front, bouncing at the side of the net. Racine comes in, puts a hit on Flatley. Now Ferraro working the inboard. Racine goes back the other way. Fedorov drives a shot. And a left pad saved by Fitzpatrick. Here's Drake keeping it in. Makes a pass. Now he lets a shot go. That hit off of Eisenbart, who was tied up by the defenseman Jeff Norton. Troop to Turgeon. Work his way in. Goes to Fedorov on the far side, or tried to, but big hit by Uwe Krupp. Now here's King up the left wing side. Derek King, top of the circle, lets a shot go, blocked by Constantina, bouncing in front, and Cheveldae gets the glove on it. Just taken down by LeCanto. No call. One-hand shot by Yzerman. And Fitzpatrick makes the save.
Boy, the Islanders really turning up the gas, and the Wings know it, too.
Boy, the Red Wing bench is all over Ronnie Holt. And a great stop there. And here come the Red Wings the other way. Burr and Shepard. Shepard drives a shot, save, and the rebound. Just off the stick of Burr. Bounced off, I believe, an Islander shin pad, and it went to Pollock, who had the breakaway, and Tim Cheveldae stoned him. That was just the Islanders' 4th shot of this period, and we've played 11 minutes. As they dump it in wide of the Detroit goal. Now the Islanders Flatley picks it up, backhands it, but wide of the net. Eisenbart looks to start it back. He's got Drake way over on the left side. Eisenbart fights through Pilon, gets him to chase out his shot up high. The stop made there by Fitzpatrick. Pilon roughing up Eisenbart. Here's the steal. Fedorov is in. Oh, what a stop. Fitzpatrick. Perhaps with a poke check. Now Flatley into the zone. Drop pass. Turgeon. Quick shot. Cheveldae to stop. Rebound.
There we go again.
By Derek King.
Far side to Fedorov.
Good poke check here by Turgeon. Jason recovers. Jason trying to get it by Derek King, who was pressed along the boards. Fedorov comes back to make the defensive play. Constantinov into the zone. They get it back to Fedorov between the circle. Backhands it. Deflected wide by Fitzpatrick. Cross ice for Fedorov again. Makes a shot. What a move. He makes on King and slides it just wide of the post. Boy, Houdini is pulling it.
Didn't he ever?
The act again. Constantinov. On the boards now for Dallas Drake.
What a play by Cicerelli.
Delayed penalty was in process to Uwe Krupp.
He's twice the size of Little Dino, that's for sure. But Cicerelli just stayed at it and finally got the puck back out in front. Krupp's all over him. And Yzerman just flipped to the backhand, turned a 360, it came right back around and beats Fitzpatrick right on the ice inside the far goal post for his 53rd of the year. Got Ferraro chasing him. Good hard shot for a sweep.
In the circle, winds up, didn't have an angle. Now Constantinov along the board. To Chason, out to Eisenbart, his shot stopped by Fitzpatrick, who pounces out on the rebound. As the Red Wings kept close, puck back, and it was blocked. Wings clear to center ice, and it just hops away from Cicerelli.
Oh,
interference right there on Pilon.
Smoke. Cicerelli never touched the puck.
to the puck, out to Coffey. He'll drive a shot wide of the net. Lidstrom at the right point, holds it in. Eiserman lets it go. Picked up by Shepard. Now Flatley. Two captains, Flatley and Eiserman. Now Baskey plays it ahead. That'll be a two-line pass. That was touched first by Coffey. Now Lidstrom sends it ahead for Eiserman. Flatley coming after Lidstrom. Eiserman around the chance. Down the shot away.
Fedorov's tricky little move. Pulled off by 19.
Here is Shepard. Coffey went for the front of the net. Now Lidstrom does. Red Wings got the movement going pretty well here, 4-on-4. Eiserman just missed it, trying to get it back in his forehand, but the Islanders failed to clear. Ball Coffey drives a soft shot to the far side. Fedorov, as he tried to pass it, fanned a hooked and then bumped on the play. Get right into him and close it off.
Shepard didn't like the way he was hit by Pilon.
Rodnick goes to Fedorov. Fedorov gets Shepard in front. Shepard
gets hit.
And it hit the goal.
Pilon after Shepard again. Shepard goes to drill it on Pilon. He'd had enough of number 47, Shepard had. He took a good piece of him out at the blue line, and boy, what great patience that Shepard showed there. He almost got it by Fitzpatrick. He like having that yo-yo on a string again. But Pilon came after him again when he was exposed and couldn't protect himself. Ray Shepard only had 12 penalty minutes coming into the hockey game. And I believe this is his first major, fighting major of the season. And he just started whacking away at Pilon. I've had enough of you, pal.
Well, the question is,
you don't see Shepard get upset that often.
What the call will be for Brian Horgan. Chance Fitzpatrick to save. Now Coffey. Sent it to the corner. Shepard got the 10. The automatic game misconduct because of the 2 minutes for instigating.
Instigating, right.
Fitzpatrick to save. Now Jeff Norton goes to Volek. Volek to Flatley. Flatley's looking at Turgeon, gives it to him. On the drop pass, Turgeon rolls into the corner. Flatley looking out in front for Volek. It's tipped away. Chevrolet stops that one. Would have gone to a one-goal difference. Here's a chance for Turgeon. He was stopped. Mark Howe finally gets control.
I think you just saw your first star in the hockey game.
Langford's in the road. Steps in the way. Boy. And 19,600 boo. Drives a shot, missed the net.
Or did he take a two-hander when he let that one go?
A little move there against Krupp, but Krupp took everything away and took Burr down. Inside stick the save. And he hangs on by Racine. Wide of the Detroit goal. Cicerelli clears the zone. Kasparaitis got his stick loose as the puck was suddenly right at his feet. And he snapped it home to make it 3-2 with 3:25 to go.
Flatley played that pass off his stomach. Racine. And Ferraro that made the play went into the corner, got some screen by Volek. And there was Flatley.
Shot stopped by Chevrolet. Red Wings able to clear the zone. A minute left in the period. Now it comes to Turgeon into the zone. Turgeon trying to cut out in front. Centering pass comes Norton to drive, and it was blocked by Eiserman. And the goaltender fits back to Eiserman. Eiserman in, and he scores as Jeff Norton tries.
Good. No, the blue light went on. I don't know if it's any good or not. It doesn't matter. The game's over. And a big win for Detroit again.
Well, the clock must have run out.
Look at the action. Kevin Stevens breaking in on Archer's ear bay. Stevens had 2 goals tonight. Still in the first period. Mario Lemieux, another night at the office. It trickles in. Pens up 4-1. More Mario in the third. Mario scoring the conventional way as he will bang home the rebound past Earbay. 5 points tonight in the Penguins cruise. Look like an inner Stasny's rookie point record of 109. The Leafs dominated early. They led 1-0. Dave Andrechuk. Bob Ascenza the save. Andrechuk the shot. Ascenza the save. Nikolai Borshevsky converts. But Team Temu was angry. First he hits Todd Gill looking for more. Then he pummels Mike Krushelnyski. 2-1 lead, second period. Frederick Olofsson and Grant Fuhr will come up with the save. And Team Teemu puts in the rebound, and he needs 1 point. We're tied at 2. Team Teemu, Alexei Zhamnov around Doug Gilmour and scores. Solani with the assist. He had 2 goals, 1 assist. It's 3-2 Jets. In third period, yes, he is the rookie record holder, but what about the game? Doug Gilmour, Andrechuk. Has anybody scored 50 goals quieter than Dave Andrechuk this year? He leads the NHL in...
We're talking about in Pittsburgh, where cameras were everywhere. They had to follow the action. Kevin Stevens with a goal. Stevens had 2 goals on the night. Yeah, you get the picture. This was a Pittsburgh goal game. Meanwhile, Lemieux in front of the net. He's lying in the crease. Now watch it. He scores all sorts of ways. Look, off his back. Goal. Pins up 4-1. You know, when it's going good, it's going good. More Mario in the third. Scoring more the conventional way, like putting in the rebound past Urbay. Lemieux, how about a 5-point night? He scored in 7 straight games. Pittsburgh cruises. Lemieux, amazingly, just 5 points behind NHL scoring leader Pat LaFontaine. Amazing because Mario missed 2 months of the season with Hodgkin's disease. Chris?
Flags flew at half-mast in rainy Cleveland.